Live updates: US and Israel attack Iran, threatening broader regional conflict. Iran retaliated with missile and drone attacks on Israel and Gulf nations. President Trump called on Iranians to overthrow their government. Israel said it had targeted a gathering of senior Iranian officials. BoxermanTyler, PagerFarnaz, Fassihi and Ronen. Bergman. The United States and Israel attacked Iran on Saturday in a major air assault that threatened a broader regional conflict, with President Trump vowing to devastate the country's military, eliminate its nuclear program and bring about a change in its government. In retaliation, Iran fired waves of ballistic missiles at Israel, where the authorities reported only minor injuries. Several Gulf nations that host U.S. military bases said they had intercepted Iranian missiles in their airspace. Those include Qatar and the United Arab Emirates, where falling debris killed at least one person, according to its government. The Iranian response was broader than during the 12-day war last June when Israel and the United States bombed Iran. In that conflict, Iran fired missiles only at Israel and a U.S. base in Qatar. Saudi Arabia's foreign ministry said Saturday that there had been blatant and cowardly Iranian attacks on its capital Riyadh and in the country's oil-rich eastern province, while Bahrain's emergency services were responding to a blast at a residential tower in the capital Manama. The fighting effectively shut down shipping through the Strait of Hormuz, the conduit for one-fifth of the world's oil supply, according to shipping companies and Iran's semi-official Tasnim news agency, which was sure to send oil prices upward. The U.S. Maritime Administration advised ships to avoid the Persian Gulf, including the Strait, and Iran's Revolutionary Guard said that the straits were unsafe for commercial traffic, Tasnim reported. Waves of large explosions shook the Iranian capital, Tehran, and witnesses described chaos in the streets as people rushed to seek shelter, find loved ones or flee the city. Israel's military said it had, in part, targeted a gathering of senior Iranian officials in the opening strikes. Satellite imagery showed a plume of smoke and extensive damage at the high-security compound of Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, Iran's supreme leader. Ayatollah Khamenei may have been killed, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said in a televised address, citing many indications that this tyrant is gone. But a spokesman for Iran's foreign ministry, Esmaeil Baghaei, told ABC News that both Ayatollah Khamenei and President Masoud Pezeshkian were safe and sound. Mr. Trump had threatened an attack for weeks, saying earlier that he was considering limited strikes to compel Iran to accept U.S. terms for a deal restricting its nuclear program. Instead, he launched a much more ambitious, potentially more perilous venture. The president said in a video posted to Truth Social on Saturday that in addition to targeting Iran's nuclear program, the United States would also raise their missile industry to the ground, annihilate their navy and enable the overthrow of the regime, arguing that Iran had refused to reach a deal that would have averted war. In a video statement, Mr. Trump urged Iranians to rise up against their authoritarian government, which recently killed thousands of people in suppressing protests. "When we are finished, take over your government," he said. "It will be yours to take." U.S. strikes were carried out by attack planes from bases and aircraft carriers around the Middle East, with officials saying the initial focus was Iranian military assets. Israel's military said it had struck about 500 targets across Iran, including ballistic missile sites and anti-aircraft systems. Analysts warned that the fighting could devolve into a protracted war with no clear exit. Many world leaders urged restraint, although Canada and Australia backed the American action. Chaos in Tehran. Ali Zainalapur, a Tehran resident, described watching a massive plume of smoke billowing from nearby Pasteur Street. "I rushed to school to get my daughter from middle school. The girls were hiding under the stairs and crying," he said. You have reached the end of our in-depth report. For more deep dives, please subscribe to Neuron News Global. Stay informed, stay ahead.